Hi everyone, how are you doing, and welcome back to the Battlefield University. What we're going to be doing today is going over how and when you should push the enemy. Now I'm going to let this short clip play, and I'm going to come back with my thoughts on things I did well, things I could do better for next time, as well as giving you all some tips on things that you can think about when you're next engaging enemies on the battlefield. Now it's time for the breakdown. I'm going to keep it short and to the point. I don't want to make this longer than it needs to be. The reason, so I'm just going to apologise straight for the bad quality. I'm just using the sort of raw footage. I didn't want to make the video like 0.5 speed and take like several minutes to watch it all the way through. So without wasting any more time, let's get into it. So straight off the bat here, I've overexposed myself. I've kind of come out of cover that I should have used to the left of me, the pillar. And I've just exposed myself. There's like one enemy here, and it could have gone poorly if there was more enemies. Fortunately, I was able to sort of kill this guy as that guy was turning his back, and sort of come back across into cover and get my body into cover. And then I'll fall back again to reload, just because it's better to fall back than potentially stay here and get naded, because I didn't actually kill that guy over there. So he could have thrown a nade, and then I would have had to sort of move across to here, otherwise I would have died from the grenade, and then I could potentially have gotten shot as I was crossing over. So I just fell back to here where there's a bit more hard cover for me then to be able to maneuver around more. So coming out to here, as you can see, I sort of peek, sort of aim my crosshairs at where somebody was earlier on, and then sort of scanned here quickly. And you can also see that not all my body is showing now, so about half of my body, or probably 3/4 to a half of my body is showing. So for those who don't know, obviously there's less to shoot at, the enemy to shoot at, so it makes it harder for them to kill me since it's a smaller surface area, whereas I've got the advantage then of being able to see more of them if they kind of come out of cover. So that's why it's important to use cover to your advantage, because it makes it harder for the enemy to hit you and makes it more likely for you to kill them. So right here again, peeking the angles because I knew there's multiple guys in the stairs. Now right here I push up, since I killed that guy and I couldn't really see anybody else, and one of my teammates has thrown down a smoke. Now, to be cautious pushing through smoke like this, I don't know what's on the other side, where the enemy knows that somebody's going to be running through it, so they've already kind of zeroed in on what they need to look at and sort of already pre-aiming it. Whereas I'm running out of this smoke, I have no idea where to look, I have no idea where the enemies could be. So that's just something to think about when sort of pushing through smokes and to be cautious of. Now I did see that nade get thrown, so I know somebody could be around here. So I'm just being a bit cautious, check the smokes, make sure. Luckily this Mackie was grappling, so I was able to take him down. Now you can see this guy here, and fortunately, I started reloaditis, as they call it. I just reloaded because I still had 11 bullets in there, but just something that I need to work on. But fortunately I was able to lie down and get into a bit of cover. Now I didn't heal straight away, as you can see, just because I wasn't sure if the guy was going to rush me. But fortunately he didn't, and I lay back down, get the heal off, and sort of regroup. So we're coming up to here again, and as you can see, I sort of pre-aimed because I knew where he was going to be. Like I knew he was over there, like that's where he last was. So I sort of just aimed where he was, and I was able to pick the kill up. I mean, he was getting pushed from my teammate as well, which made it a bit easier. Now I'm just checking the common spots, so like you can't really see it now, but the concrete box there and the concrete box there, just making sure. And when I push up, I think I had like 16 bullets left in the mag, and I switched to my pistol, just because I wasn't too sure really how many bullets I had. I didn't check, so I just thought better safe than sorry and switched to the pistol, just in case I need to engage an enemy that sort of ran off this way. But I more or less could have gotten away with just keeping the AR out. Now here, check left and right, just quick left and right to make sure there's no enemies. and then went out and got the revive off. But just that quick check left or right just to make sure nobody's there, and it was all good. So the things I did well was I pre-aimed where enemies could be. As you can see throughout, I was always checking most common spots where an enemy could be. Now if you're new to the game, obviously you won't really know these spots, but the more you play, the more you kind of get an idea of where enemies could be, and then you're able to pre-aim and sort of get those drops on enemies that are holding those angles. Improvements for next time: definitely use cover more, sort of to my advantage, and don't like overextend or like overexpose my body. Now, things to take away: use cover and don't overexpose. Like I said, saves you a lot of sort of deaths, and you'll be able to sort of get the upper hand on enemies that are out in the open when you're in cover, either holding your whole body or head glitching. So, and aim where enemies could be, so you always want to be pre-aiming. And it's all good to fall back and sort of re-engage on your terms. As you saw there a few times, I sort of fell back, reloaded, healed up, then engaged again instead of just sort of straight up peeking. And was able to get the upper hand on the enemy because of that. And finally, always have caution when pushing through smokes, as you don't know what's going to be on the other side. There could be 6-7 enemies all looking at it, so sometimes you have got to roll the dice, but just be cautious when sort of pushing through smokes. If you found this video useful and you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like. If you want to see more content like this, as well as guides, breakdowns, tips and tricks and much more, then subscribe. It will really help us out, as currently we're going after 500 subscribers to get the community features and all the other perks that come with 500 subs. Also, when that's achieved, I'll be doing a bit of live streaming as well, sort of community live streams, as well as just general sort of just fun live streams really. So if you want to see that, then make sure to subscribe. But yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Have a good one.